A rather large shooting occurred 50 years ago in the city of Parkersburg, West Virginia. Large for the time, 2 killed and 3 more shot. Things like that happen every day now, but not so much back in 1969. So let's review and see if they were using the code back in 1969. Now this shooter's name, his name was David Lee Grimm. And very quickly you'll see that it is 1:22. And he shot up the Club Ada Bar and Tap, which is 121, only one away. You see, and by the rule of Colel, 121 and 122, they're only one apart. So the rule of Colel in numerology states that if a number is one off, it means the same thing. Now, this was supposedly a Vietnam veteran who had PTSD, which also equals 22, like his first name, David, which also equals 22. Interestingly, he had been convicted, he served jail time, he was let out on parole, and then he married someone named Kelly. And Kelly shot him on 5/22 in the year 2002. Take away the zeros. So we have David Lee Grimm, 22, the 122, Club Ada Bar and Tap, 121, only one off. He had PTSD, which is 22. David is 22. Kelly Grimm shot him on 5/22 in the year 2002. Do you think this might have been a ritual? So, let's look at the August 20, 1969 was the time. August 20, 1969. And look at the year that, look at May 22nd, 2002, the day that she shot him. Okay. 223, the Skull and Bones number, clearly leaving their insignia here. And look at over here on the day that he shot up Club Ada Bar and Tap. This was leaving 133 days left in the year, and it happened at 3:30 a.m. And you know what? Grimm also equals 33. Well, that's interesting enough. Now, David was 25 years old when he shot up the bar. And Kelly, the woman he married, equals 25. And you add her last name, and it's 125. And, of course, she shot him on 5/22, which is 5s and 2s. And, of course, again, leaving the 223 Skull and Bones insignia. Now, she shot him 32 years after he shot the bar. Again, 3 2s. See it? Now, it happened on 6th Street, and 6th Street equals 167. And when she shot him, it was 1,709 weeks later, which is the 267th prime number. And 6th Street equals 167 and 67. Now, another murder happened in our town not too long ago that I've done a series on, which I also thought was interesting. And if it's connected for certain or not, I'm not 100% sure, but it is very suspicious. From the Club Ada shooting on 8/20/69 to a woman named Jalea Davis, who was shot on 11/19 in the year 2011, is 42 years on a day that leaves 42 days left in the year. What are the chances of that? Well, so Grim, why do these people, you think, we were just saying for a long time, I was just saying, it's just the Illuminati and the government's doing this. Sometimes the government does this, but I've been discovering through Hugh Squire that most of this is mafia types fighting each other and publishers who run big mafias getting their names out through shootings. So, again, this shooting happened in 1969. Was there anything coming out in 1969? Well, there was this movie called Grimm's Fairy Tales for Adults. And it's got a pretty nasty description, and it's from Hannibal Brooks. You know, this is about sadism, and it's really gross. Like, it's on YouTube, I guess, if you really wanted to watch it. Grimm's Fairy Tales for Adults, 1969 here. You know, and it's just some bunch of sexual old crap, and who knows. So, Hannibal books like Hannibal Lecter, you know, and Grimm's Fairy Tales for Adults only. Isn't that interesting? And then 2 years later, they came out with Grimm S for McDonald's. So I think that Hugh's idea that they kill people to get this kind of stuff out. Think about it. The word grim, it means gross and disgusting. They use that word for McDonald's too. That's kind of weird, isn't it? 2 years after a shooting and pushing out a movie that's about sadism. Is it related? I suspect strongly that it is. So it's one thing to say that somebody did it and they used the code. It's another to try to figure out who did it and why. And it's not the Illuminati. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.